Okay, time to switch gears a little bit. It's our Weed Wednesday segment. We love it. With our friend Emily Williams today from Greenlight Dispensary. Emily, you rocked it the last time you were on with us. You know your stuff. Cannabis is a massive, massive, massive success in the state of Missouri. Have you seen some of the newest numbers that have come out regarding how much cannabis is actually being sold in the state of Missouri? And of course, we hope it's all with Greenlight Dispensary with your amazing locations all around the state, the number one, the biggest, and of course, the best prices. Emily Williams, good morning. Thanks for jumping in today.
Good morning. Thanks for having me again.
Have you seen some of those numbers that we were talking about when it comes to cannabis and how successful it's been in the state of Missouri?
Yes, I think it's Mo Greenway. They release something I think once a month, pretty updating everybody on all the numbers and everything. So it's pretty wild to see how fast we're growing, and yeah, I'm happy to be a part of it. Super cool to watch.
Hey, give us an update with your store, how you guys are doing, what's happening, what people are buying, and just response that you're getting.
Yeah, so this weekend at the Ferguson location, we're having that monthly event that I spoke about last time. So that'll bring a lot of new faces and people through the door. So I'll show you our little flyer. So it has all the information.
Is that the underground event, or
Yep.
what do you call it?
The underground. Yep, this is it. So it's the second weekend of every month. So it'll be Friday and Saturday from 12 to 8, both days.
So at the underground, what can people do, or why is it such a big event to come to from 12 to 8 on Saturday and Sunday? And where and will it be held at your store?
Yes, yeah, the Ferguson location. It's 517 South Florissant Road in Ferguson, right in downtown Ferguson. So basically what it's all about is we bring in, I can even show you guys back here, we bring 8 different vendors. Some we've had on our shelves previously, some new ones. We bring them in and we have this big open area in the back that you'll see. So it's a big kind of extra sales that we have. And these vendors themselves, they set up their own spots.
Can we see that spot again, Emily, as you're talking? That's massive.
So this is our area here. So they set up all throughout these little booths here. And like I said, they kind of make it their home for those 2 days, set it up, put a bunch of information and products out. Sorry if it's starting to rain here. It's super loud in here too. But yeah, so they basically are here to educate you guys on their products. And it's deals for the weekend. It's all cheaper than what it would be on our sales floor. So that's where the deals are at.
I have so many questions. I gotta go. What's the time? What time is it? Is it Saturday? You say?
So it's Friday and Saturday from 12 to 8.
Okay. Man, I have so many questions. Like I was talking.
And by the way, that's 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eric.
I don't know if I'll be up there.
That's such a great opportunity for people to be able to come in and really get a good look at all of the products in person without having to travel over to a dispensary. They're coming there all together where all of the products are lined up.
Here you go. Here's a question.
I love that.
Here's a question for you. They say the sativa, like Vic and I are like, if you take a sativa, you'll go work out and you'll have all this energy. I heard the other day that you actually don't have this energy, but it somehow makes you more focused. Can you talk to me about, and this is the one that I'm super.
It's not cocaine, Eric.
Tabitha, you're so funny. Can you talk to me about the effect of a sativa in uplifting THC product?
Yeah, absolutely. So sativas, I went into this a little bit last time. So a lot of people think those sativas are going to be like an energy drink.
Yes.
Like you drink a Red Bull and you get up and going, but it's more of like a heady, focusy high. Like it kind of gets you in your mind more. So depending on what you're smoking or eating, it'll kind of get you more on the focus side, more on the more in your head, I guess is the best.
But do you have the feeling like you want to sit in your couch and eat chips because
not with sativas, majority of the time you want to be up and doing stuff, you're ready to go, you know what I mean? You get these ideas in your head, you get thinking. So
all right,
uplifting, happy high too.
Happy high. I like that.
Happy high.
You're like a happy high.
Yeah,
you're like a walking happy high, Vic.
We're talking with Emily Williams.
That's because he's doing gummies before the show.
Well, I love Greenlight. And of course, Emily Williams does too. She's the general manager at the Ferguson location. Can you talk about what somebody can expect if they come into your store for the first time? I've been into a few of your stores. You guys seem to be pretty open. It's like, hey, welcome in. Let's teach you what you need to know. What are some questions people should ask when they come in?
So Basically the main thing that we're trying to focus on when we get a new person in here is what's your method of consumption? What are you looking to try? Because not everybody's for everything in here. You know what I mean? We have the gummies here. Not everybody wants to wait, an hour and a half to 2 hours for this to kick in. So some smoking's a little bit better. That's more of a quicker high, to combat those symptoms that people are trying to, get help for.
Right. What's a quick way to get it into your body if you don't want to smoke?
So tinctures. So tinctures are an oil-based product that you put under the tongue. You keep your tongue anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes. The longer, the better. We have that vein under your tongue.
Yep.
It soaks directly into there, and you'll feel it a little bit faster than eating these edibles that have to go through your whole system.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
What's the number one sale that you have now? Is it still joints? Is that do they use
flower?
Do they use that term anymore?
They don't call it joints, Eric.
I'm sorry.
They call it flower.
1987's kind of coming back. But so what's your number one product over there?
So definitely flour. Just like our 3.5 gram bags, 7 gram bags. Sometimes we have half ounces and ounces available.
Okay.
So flour is definitely our, quickest out the door product.
Yeah.
We want to let everybody know, we'll show you a coupon here. You can download this coupon. You can take it into any Greenlight dispensary and you can get a discount on your first purchase. And it's also a way for them to track how they're finding, Greenlight. Are they finding it through Cancel This? It's also an opportunity for you to take advantage of a coupon and go and use it. And of course, keep us posted. We know we've had a couple of people come and purchase already. They've told us about your staff being extremely knowledgeable, and we love hearing that. We're talking right now with Emily Williams. She is the general manager from Greenlight Dispensary in Ferguson, a super popular place, about the underground event that's coming up this Friday and Saturday, 12 to 8 p.m. What are some of the advantages, again, for people who may be joining us regarding coming to this underground event as opposed to the rest of the week?
Yeah, so number one, I definitely say the deals. That's where the deals are at for the weekend. And then I'd say second is definitely the education back here, because you're speaking directly to, you could be talking to the head grower of the company, the head, lab technician. You could be talking to anybody from that company that's there. That firsthand education that sometimes doesn't make it down the line to us.
What's your favorite manufacturer of gummies? Just across the board. Do you have one?
I'd say Greenlight.
Yeah.
Not going to say someone else. Okay.
Well, we've got some Greenlight gummies in the cabinet.
I know where they are,
take those home with you. Hey, I've offered it to anybody. We've got them over there. By the way, I wanted to give you that update too, because we are very informational when it comes to some of these stories as well. The recreational marijuana sales that I've spoken about, to this date, $350 million in marijuana sales in the state of Missouri so far this year. And there's a projected record of over or at $1 billion in this 2023 year. That blows my mind.
In Missouri?
In Missouri.
Oh, my God.
Very popular. I took some of your products out to a golf tournament last Friday. And from what I understand, for the people that manned the table, there were people constantly stopping and talking about the products. People, I don't think people realize how many people use these types of products until you're actually in that situation. And we see, Emily, do you get people coming in to inquire about buying products, but they're concerned that they will no longer be able to own their weapon?
Yes. Yeah. It's a very, very common question we get here. Especially, when we first started and we just opened up, that was, people were just stopping in just to see if, just to ask that question, see if it was a possibility for them to still be able to get a medical card in the state.
And what's the answer to that? I don't even know. I've heard so many things.
That's a federal law.
Is it a federal law? So if you have a medical card, you cannot purchase THC products. Is that correct?
Unless you use your medical card. So if you use it,
I
don't understand the law.
If you go on the Missouri, because like I said, it was a very, very common thing. We're in Missouri. So if you go on the Department of Health website, we actually had something printed out saying that, patients are protected. You have your medical card and stuff like that. It actually came, I wish I had it back here with me, but if you go, it's a little clause that they have printed out right on the Missouri medical marijuana site. I think the Department of Health and Senior Services. But yeah, it's just something that like we always, we're here to educate on, and we always say like just don't if if a medical patient you already had your firearm, just don't keep them together. You know what I mean? Like don't have them together. That's the one thing we always educate here on.
And you don't need a medical card anymore.
Not anymore. No.
So now that you don't need a medical card anymore, surely the government cannot restrict you owning a weapon because you don't have a medical card.
Yeah. So
I
that's
don't even see how it's relevant any longer.
yeah.
I was told by a gun shop owner the other day, don't do it. Just as Jerry just said, the feds will revoke you. It's so interesting to feel.
So if you have, let's say I have a weapon and I also have a pack of gummies, let's say in my glove compartment, are they going to potentially take my weapon away from me and not allow me to own weapons, even if and I don't have a medical card?
So based off all of the education that I, anything that I've read, Missouri is not, what's the word? What's the way to phrase this? Missouri is not hard on like that kind of stuff, but it also depends on where, I feel like it depends on where you're at. And, cause some places in Missouri aren't for, marijuana,
right.
No, that's true.
No, you know what I mean? So, but at the end of the day, it's still a federally illegal substance. You know what I mean? So, you have to look at that side of it, but you have to also look at, we're in Missouri, and the gun laws here. So, but like I said, if you go on the Department of Health, website, there's a little clause that we have printed out right in our lobby, that just says, Missouri medical patients, are protected.
It is interesting. And I'll add one other thing. When I was in a gun shop last week, they have posted on the front door, if you have weed on you or if you smell like weed, you will not be allowed entry into the building.
Yeah. Or anything on your shirt. Like if you have anything on your shirt that you'll be booted.
But if you drink a fifth of Jack and walk in there smelling like a brewery,
100%. There's no, well, it's up to discretion, but there's no law about alcohol.
Well, and due to HIPAA law, they're not even like the government. Nobody's allowed to ask you.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when you're purchasing a gun, I'm sorry, you're not required to give that information.
They're counting on people volunteering information.
Right.
And that's what unfortunately most people do.
Right.
Yeah. I think the question on there is like, are you consuming any illegal substances, so like that's for that, you're a medical patient,
right.
you're
right. It's not illegal,
but at the federal, level, it's kind of that.
Well, we appreciate it. Emily Williams, you're super knowledgeable. We love you. You're great in this segment. We appreciate this Weed Wednesday segment that we do with Greenlight Dispensaries, the largest in the state, the best prices you're going to find, the best overall products you're going to find, a variety of all kinds of products. And of course, don't forget Friday, Saturday, the underground. Is there a line to get in the building? Is that when you start at 12 to 8? Do first come, first serve give you a better advantage at some of the products?
So we're usually pretty stocked up for that,
Okay.
for that first day. We really don't have many issues running out of things. So, but we do have a line. Like a lot of people like to get here right at 12, but we have a great flow in here. We get everybody in, get them their products, and get them out the door to go enjoy them. So,
Emily, we
Love it.
We appreciate your time today. Thank you so much. We'll catch up with you next time. Okay.
yeah, no problem. You guys have a great day. Thanks for having me.
All right, Emily Williams. I love checking in with her. She's
so
fantastic.
knowledgeable.
In British Columbia, because when I lived in Seattle, we would just kind of dart up the 100 miles up there. There were these things, and they were like hookah lounges, but you could actually go in there and sample.
Hooker lounges?
No, hookah.
Oh, hookah lounge.
Tabitha,
like a hookah.
you're always dirtying things
there might
up,
be hookers
Tabitha.
in a hookah.